Oh, did I miss it? Must have missed it. Welcome, Tyler. Morning, Chris. Hmm. Yeah, I'm comfortable getting rid of those. Their Nefari is bigger than mine, so comfortable getting rid of that as well. I'm good. Yeah, finished up my June character. They're locked. Looking forward to the one after that and doing some non-character work for a little bit. I'm enjoying 9-2. Okay, guess they quit out. I haven't fought the boss on this server yet, but I enjoyed testing it. Obviously did quite a bit of that before release. Hey, Black Hole. Rank 4 Guardian, how about that? I respect it, but I don't want to find out how good it is. Juggernaut can get out of here, and then probably Silk. Black Panther band is interesting. And Mysterio. Yeah, the Maelstrom's a cool idea for sure. I think I'm also going to grab Sinister. I need a counter to Sinister, but I don't think it needs to be right now. Okay, well, I'll take that. This will do okay. Morning, Walrus. Okay, that's a pretty good place to take Shocker. Excuse me. Dang it. That's okay. Not my cleanest, but that's a decent sign. Hey, Boris. I don't even necessarily regret getting hit in the face because it did get us a pretty good pause on those degens. Will taking her to 200 make a big difference? I don't know if it's going to make a big difference, but it's significant. Um, the pause being longer is real, and more passives is more damage. Even if like the difference between the passives and the debuffs otherwise doesn't matter, it's at minimum more damage. That's a good tip, Triple H, thanks. What? Ma'am? It did so much damage. It's really unfortunate. Alright. May thy knife chip and be shattered by special threes. Oh, come on. Okay. Looks like OBS reconnected. Hopefully that drop wasn't too bad for you. Who to max Sig, Photon, and or Kushala? If both are 140 right now... Second. Okay, so Photon's at a 54% chance to apply vulnerabilities and will go up 65%. And her block proficiency is most of the way there. 700 instead of 900. That's significant, though. More block proficiency does make her more dangerous on defense. Let's see. Kushala will be at 4 extra seconds out of 6. So that's 7 seconds total instead of 9. That is most of the way there. And then we're at a 7% chance per blessing as opposed to 9, which means that you're... If we assume 6 blessings, which is how I normally think about this, then that means you're at a 42% chance against non-cosmics and an 84% chance against cosmics. Whereas if we do the 6 times 9, then that's... Yeah, I think that is how I did the math. If you want the ability to have guaranteed passives against cosmics, then I do think I would probably default to Kushala. If you don't feel like that is a top priority, then I think the extra damage on Photon is probably the way to go. Morning frequency. I don't even know what my delay is, Boris. And I'm not sure I'd tell you if I did. And for those curious, the reason I do the math with 6 and not 9 blessings is just that it's easier to hold on to 6. I try not to assume I'm going to be sitting at max. Nice, Gav. That's a nice list. Okay, Sig goodbye, or Silk goodbye. Probably Deadpool goodbye. No, you know what? That's enough. I don't want to deal with those. I'll deal with the Deadpool. Yeah, General's been great for Nagase. Okay, I can do that fight much better this time. And Luke is a pretty darn good pickup, but they'll be using Chavez on offense. I think I'm gonna grab Sinister, but like I would I would love to just take those 5 and move on. Yeah, Photon's probably my next strength 4 as well. He's awesome. But somewhat to your point, my Photon is Sig 180 and my Kushala is Sig 200. That's mainly just because Photon hasn't been maxed yet, but Figured. Morning, Joey. Might I recommend just playing a little bit more carefully with Gentleman? It's not exactly a problem unique to him. Morning, Globs. That is maybe the first time I've actually gotten hit by the annoying stun that Arcade does in the corner. Thanks, Root. Oh, sorry, Medusa. I let you down there. Thank you, Domino. I'll take getting lucky. Okay, let's do better this time. I think I just throw down Sinister and go for the biscuit. Good luck, Gov. Maybe this won't be enough. Or it will. Thank you, Shocker. I am kind of surprised by how much damage her Special 2 did through block with class advantage, though. Like, I understand they're running stat focus. I get it, but that was still more than I was expecting. Does Shocker have bad block proficiency or something? It's not special, but it's not bad. Looks pretty normal. Oh well, we probably have this one. Nathan's gonna be annoying. I don't know that they are this time, Joey. I mention it when I think it's important, Boris, is the kind of flippant response. There are a fair number of characters out there where the relic just doesn't matter that much, and so I kind of intentionally skip over it because those videos are long enough. All right, we're at least up to Uru 1. So I've added 50% to my trophy tokens. I still haven't finished the freaking event, though. I never do anymore. It's so much playing. Yeah, for sure, Gov. You're not supposed to need the whole thing to crit. If you do, you probably miscalculated. Because the odds of 2 of those hits critting are pretty dang high. I definitely feel that, clubs. I just I don't have time or interest to play that much Battlegrounds. And there's a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy there, where I don't play all that much, and so it's not as competitive, and so it's not as fun, and so I don't play as much. But it just... C'est la vie. Yeah, the meta's been solid. I don't have any complaints. Excuse me. I don't know if this year has been confirmed, Joey, but we have said more relics are coming, so good news for you there. I would love a better answer to Penny. Luke can do it, but that it was a pretty good underlining, Pablo. You're not wrong. Interesting. Not taking Bullseye? I wasn't really looking forward to him. Okay, do I need Jen or Photon, or do I just take Mysterio and be annoying on defense? I think I take Mysterio. Although maybe Photon would have been annoying enough. It's kind of weird. I don't process Photon fully as a defender, and I know that's silly, but c'est la vie. Anyway, speaking of, Alright, come on, Carl. Dang it. Oh, come on, I hard blocked there. Penny. My bad. I could have played that a bit better. But obviously Luke is not an ideal counter, and Mysterio did his work. Thank you, Natural Sig 200, rank 3 Mysterio. And yeah, I hear you, Gov. I think I already said this, but yeah, I was tempted. This is not the time. This is not the time to blow units. And Svalita to show his quality. Was that too much? Not quite. We did lose a lot of damage to the mitigation, though, so please... Okay. Boom. Yeah, I think Gentle is worth ranking without the dupe, but it's a tough sell taking anyone to rank 4 unduped, so I hear you. Thanks, Pablo. Alright, we're up to game of 2. I've now officially doubled my trophy token yield. Do I keep pushing? Not sure I want to match you anymore. It's been a decent morning for me. Yeah, we'll see how next season goes. I ended up playing a lot of my Battlegrounds off stream this past season because I was traveling so much. Yeah, I hear you, clubs. Summer in here is about where I'm good. I really want to see how the changes to the Glad circuit end up making a difference. We haven't announced any of those details, right? I helped in tuning it, so I know what it is. But we haven't announced any of that, right? I think I can deal with rank 2 Zola. Do we get rid of the Nefaria? Enchantress? Maybe the Warlock. Decay is announced? No, that's not what I was talking about. Okay, I don't think we have then. It is funny that I bothered to ban Serpent and immediately see Spiral, but it's alright. I know better than to trust you with that, Bleezy. Yeah, it might qualify as a light leak, but I will say the biggest thing is just that the buckets are all getting expanded quite a bit. Because one of the things that I hate the most about the current I think I need Medusa. One of the things I hate the most about the current way things are broken down um, is that just it was clearly built for when the Glad Circuit was much smaller, and any kind of season with decent participation, the size of the Uru 3 bucket is just like 4 times bigger than the next 3 or 4 combined. And I realize a lot of those people are just sitting at 0. But yeah. Cool. I'm glad that was announced. Do I need more defenders? I'm probably okay on defenders. So do I take pig? I think I take pig. That Havoc's gonna be annoying. we are definitely asking Mysterio to be more annoying than he normally is here. I was hoping that'd be faster. Oh, that was close. Probably could have changed that if I had just been a little bit more aggressive in places. I was trying not to eat a special too. And of course, Onslaught is sometimes just a massive stall. I think I probably lose this one, unfortunately. It's going to be tough to get around their remaining defenders. I am excited for my June champion. And yes, there is a pause in their kit. It's a pretty subtle one, but... Well, that one was a little weird. I might have overkilled that a bit, but at least it was clean. Clean was worth it. Alright. We put down Black Panther. And we definitely don't look forward to fighting Havoc, but I think we can do it. Nice, Triple H. Hey, Jay. Thanks, Jay. I'll pass along the compliments. I'm glad you're enjoying Kashala. Yeah, we knew that was coming. Using Spider-Ham and intentionally pushing someone to Special 2 is a little bit weird, but it is possible. Dang it. So much regen. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that 100% shocks me. They just didn't block. Sometimes, Aiden, but I find that... or no, actually I don't. I don't intentionally push the special 2 every time I use hand, because I find that pushing them to like 1.9 bars is generally better. Yeah, okay. They played with no blocks. Good for them. Alright, we're still in Gamma 2. I'm just gonna leave it. I think that was my call to leave it. Hey, Barbarian. Take care, Boris. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for not punishing. That's what I was hoping for. Nobody is going to care, Barbarian. And anyone who does, you don't need to listen to. Right. Power Steel immune. Pain. Doom has many sins to answer for. Yeah, Mysterio on defense is quite good. I just didn't have the... I didn't play... No, I think it's just fair to say I didn't have the tools to get through their defenders fast enough. The Havoc fight was tough. Nope, I want to throw my special too. Come on. Thank you. That's how much damage she did through his unblockable nerf. Holy. That was fun. Because I should have just thrown special ones. I didn't really realize on time. I guess the vulnerabilities from the special suit are probably still worth it. Weird math. Between him and Null. Also would be cool too, yeah. That's 3 interesting choices. I know Serpent's common, but I still consider him an interesting choice because I like playing with him. I thought I did this one. I guess not. Who was it? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'd definitely ban a rank 4 Elsa at the top of somebody's profile. But I get what you mean. Or Dust. Such a cool champion, and just does not work on phones. Yeah, frequency. I mentioned that in the on the Discord channel the other day, but I am planning to continue with those. I'm glad you liked the first one. I do still have my notes. My notebook is next to my keyboard. Just need to find some time to do it. Because I also this week, like just outside of catching up on work after some vacation, I need to build my calculator for spring cleaning, both for myself and for other people. I probably need to start thinking ahead to building the spotlights for the May champions. But I will for sure get at least day 2 out before too long. Yeah, Jubilee punching up is not a great time. I've heard people complain about Kate Barbarian, but Serpent handled her pretty well, so I doubt that's going to bother you too much. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! The heavy out of nowhere. How dare you? Okay, that one was my fault. As was that one because I wasn't tracking the steadfast. But that first one was nonsense. I hate that that button exists so much. Ugh. Like, I understand the live ops point, right? If you are trying to just retry, it helps. I understand the game design version of it, but it overlapping by half with where I have been trained for the continue button to be for years just makes me instantly see red. I think there might be extra ability accuracy on it, so I wouldn't necessarily use Negasonic. Come on, OBS. Yeah. No, I agree, Walrus. It's kind of an unfortunate overlap between good UI design and bad UI design. Because if it was off center and hidden somewhere, then it would be harder to use, but it would also be harder to use. And I would appreciate that. Wait, what am I looking at? Trader's Outpost. Did I already grab the one for Adam? I feel like I might have. I did. Okay, so let's grab Bangkok. Story is why I still rank up 6 stars. I definitely don't, because I don't like using 6 stars to punch up that much, but I have used a couple, so I do see where you're coming from. Okay, that just feels like a Shothra fight. Like, I'll bring others, but... Yeah, I used my Prowler, but I definitely had 7-star options. I just kind of didn't plan ahead properly. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, Barbarian, and I don't really disagree. Because I generally try to be a more patient player, but using a 6-star that takes 4 minutes in a fight when I have a 7-star that is a decent option and takes 2 minutes is generally not something I'm super interested in. But I realize I'm speaking from having a lot of 7-star rank 2s. What is up with this Adam? Okay, that was bad. You know what? Give me a second. I'm going to check something real quick. Thank you. Much appreciated. What would this be under? Huh. Oh, it'd be over here, I think. Maybe not. Where the heck is the side quest? Sorry, I am definitely looking at our like admin software right now, but I am confused. It should be here. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Um, Wild. Freaking knew it. Okay. I will deal with that. Okay. Thank you for the patience, everybody. I unfortunately cannot explain what I just found. Hey, Mike, welcome. Yeah, no, you are completely correct, Swarley. The bounties are, yeah. Can't really say more than that, but that's a good question, Gundu, and I have asked that one before. Oh, nuts. I picked the wrong one. Because it definitely feels like a problem we should solve, and I think it's one that we intended to solve, and it just didn't quite work. Okay, that seems pretty simple. Ah, but we can't use science champions. Tisk tisk. Alright, well, Chavez still works. Anyone else I want to throw? Tigra is probably pretty fun, actually. Let's try that for old time's sake. That's been discussed and addressed. Oh my god, dude, throw a heavy. He's like, no, you're using a 6-star and you can't block well. This is exactly when I should not throw heavies. Oh, now. Now you throw it immediately. That's fine. That was a risk. Woo. Yeah, I have nothing to say there, Frequency. Yeah, things will be clear. Hmm, we are close. Okay. I was gonna say, is there anywhere I can get some 7-star shards? And I know there is, but I don't really want to play more Battlegrounds. Whatever, I'll do another. Yeah, I'd say you've got time, Barbarian. I really should have looked at the rest of the deck. Easy bans, but now I have no idea what's coming. That Jack is definitely causing me problems. This person has a better Battlegrounds deck than I do. Which is, of course, what happens when I decide to play another round, and I probably shouldn't have. Annoying. It was going really well, Blizzard, and then I started running into people with better decks than mine. So... It is a natural Sig 200 Mysteria, yes. No, I do not think Jack will be obsolete when Bastion shows up. They do different enough things, and I do think that Jack can be faster in certain circumstances. Yeah, Leader versus Killmonger is very good. I've done it in War even when there's Indomitable, because you just flip around the power gain. It's very good. Oh, I should 100% have knocked her down right away. Thank you, I got lucky. That's my girl. I don't know that I would give Jack most underappreciated champion in recent times because gentle exists frequency, but I do pick up what you're putting down. There's some cool stuff in that kit. No, I agree, Barbarian. I wouldn't call him recent times quite as much, but people have definitely been sleeping on Leader. Yeah. How many rounds do I need to go to get those 7-star shards? Because I do need to go to work. Still see Jack in 90% of decks I face. That may just be where you play, yeah, because I definitely have not, but I also believe you. Okay, so one more should get us there. It would be nice to get the Titan shards, but that would be... winning 12 matches? Yeah, I need to get to work. But we can do one more. That's funny frequency. Hey, Shibby, how's it going? Yeah, Jack definitely has damage. I think I have him at rank 1. If so, he's a recent acquisition. So I just haven't put much into him yet. It is good to be home again. The trip was great. There was a lot of really good stuff. But my bed, my shower, my soap, these are all things I'm very grateful for right now. This is another annoyingly good deck. They run out of rank 3s a little bit faster, but they've got Juggernaut. It's really funny how much more comfortable I feel just when I have access to my own shampoo, you know? Yeah, that Gentle's going on defense. Just can't rank them all. Yeah, so it goes. I feel like I always have a giant backlog, but that's better than the alternative. You know what? I forgot about CGR when I was drafting my techs. That is a wrinkle. Really do not like that guy. Maybe I should have taken Luke. I think I can make this work. Definitely taking some risks here. We know what's coming. Hey, Sahan. Let's see. We definitely lost more health than they will. I can understand that, Barbarian. 7-star Viv would be a lot of fun in Battlegrounds. Dang it! That's okay, we knew that was a possibility. I'm not really scared of their other defenders. Alright, don't fail me now, buddy. Viv's an interesting one because she's pretty objectively good, but people cry so much about her base stats that she doesn't necessarily have the star power that we'd want from the Titan, you know? May have overkilled again. But I will take that. Yeah, and that's kind of the other side of the problem, Barbarian, is the SIG. She doesn't need SIG 200. A good player can definitely work around, like, 120 or so, but, like, yeah. That makes it hard to be excited about the first couple. They may have me here. Ouch. Right, why am I going special too? Okay, maybe I could have won this one and I just didn't. Yeah, I think we lost. Ho ho! Mysterio coming through! Alright. I'll take it. Very, very happily. Puts us into game of 1. Let's us open a 7-star before the end of the stream. Excuse me. Alright, I'll spin this one. I expect nothing from basics. Ever. Okay. Stigs on Wolf doesn't hurt. Definitely not a first-time awakening. Okay, so we're at 60. Cool. All right. We'll call it there. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. Next stream will be back to 9.2, I'm assuming. So, catch you then.